First of all, if you clicked on this video, I have respect for you. I have a lot of respect for you. Because if you clicked on this video, there's a good chance you read books and you read intellectual books and you have the desire to actually want to learn, to grow, and to implement the things you learn from people who've lived lives and like literally wrote their biographies down, wrote everything they've studied for their entire lifetime. People who don't read books have way less of an advantage compared to you. Now, the book I'm going to talk about today is one of the most dangerous and manipulative books of all time. Possibly the most because of its popularity. Now, if you couldn't tell, there's a bit of a few changes happening in the room right now. The setup is being upgraded and glowing up, and there's still more to come. I'm telling you, the channel is about to have a huge upgrade. That's just a side note for the people who watch the channel on come here every day, the loyal fans basically. Side note, setup is being upgraded, huge things are changing, incredible things are happening, business is booming. Yes, views may be a bit funky right now because of the YouTube shadow ban, which is destroying our viewership rate and hiding the videos from the homepage and decreasing subscribers. Yes, that's fine, but business is booming, the fucking setup is going insane, everything is great. So I'm really glad that everything is going onto track. Now, let's talk about the book we're going to be speaking about today. And you might know what I'm talking about because we're going to talk about power. And we're not just going to talk about power. We're going to talk about the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Now, let's talk about power itself. As men, you're probably a man if you're watching this video, or even a woman. We all desire power. We all desire power, and men desire dominance most of the time. And this is just something we all desire from the deepest, darkest cores of our body. Every single man, genuinely deepest, darkest pits of their heart, they want power, they want dominance over other men and women, and they want victory. Even the most nice guys in the world, all of them want dominance, all of them want power, all of them want strength, all of them want to grab everything by the balls and twist it and have it for them. Now, there are two ways to achieve some sort of power, right? There's the honorable way, and then there's the dishonorable way. There are two ways. Now, one of the ways is going to the gym daily and pulling the weights and everything. The other way is taking steroids, because unfortunately the dishonorable way will give you power faster. And I've tried both ways. I was, let's just say, dishonorable. I was manipulative. I was sly, just like the author, Robert Greene, of this book. Now, he's a great author. He's extremely intelligent. He's an intellectual man, but he's very sly. He's very manipulative, and props to him. That's his objective, is to be that kind of person. But I see that as dishonorable. I've lived a dishonorable life. Trust me when I say it is fun. It's nice. It's enjoyable. You have power. You can manipulate your way into anything. You can manipulate your way into having guys listen to you, into sleeping with women, into making money. You can manipulate your way into anything. And this book teaches you the dishonorable way. It is mostly dishonorable, and I'll give you a few examples in a second. But you can, with the dishonorable way, you still do in the end achieve power. So then you're gonna ask me, well, I still achieve power. Why would I care if it's honorable or dishonorable? I just want power. Number one, I'll just remove this, put it on the side. God, if you're atheist, ignore it. If you're not atheist, you have God watching you, bro. You may have all the power now, but you are not omnipotent. The second reason is because when you play, unless you're a psychopath, right? When you play this dishonorable character, when you put on this dishonorable facade, there is some corner, there is some little pit, some seed in the deepest, darkest corners of your heart, in the deepest, darkest corner of your soul, in the deepest, darkest crevice of your being that says, I don't deserve this. I'm a fucking piece of shit. I don't deserve to live. You get that. I've been there. The thing is, you may have the power, but you won't be happy with yourself. You won't be fulfilled. You won't feel like you are a good person. The dishonorable way is not the way. The honorable way is the way. But today, I'm going to dissect why this book is completely dishonorable. And many of us have read it, including myself. I'm going to give you a couple of examples as to why this thing is not really the most honorable. Now, A lot of these things are psychologically manipulative and they are powerful, right? Like, let's say, for example, always say less than necessary. Law 4. Okay, that's Law 4, page 31. Like it says here, when it's fucking copyrighted and banned off YouTube. So, Law 4 basically says always say less than necessary. Now, in many cases, this will benefit you staying silent, perhaps in sales negotiations. In many ways, saying less than necessary will benefit you. So, that's okay, that's fine. But when we get to a law such as get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit, law number 7, page number 56, this is where the gray area starts to show up. When you get someone to do the work for you, but you take the credit, yeah, you may be looked at as, oh, the big G, the Chad guy who did all the work. But you feel like a piece of shit, and so do the people who work for you, and reputation starts going down, and rumors starts going around, and you have negative energy, you have hatred. I know, like, we talk about science a lot, and we talk about, biology, and we talk about sales, and we talk about intellectual, practical stuff. But I also like to speak about spiritual stuff, and stuff that you can't really see with the human eye. I'm a godly man. I believe in God. I believe in stuff that cannot be seen with the human eye, which is, I think everybody should believe things that you can't really prove at the moment. But one of these things that I believe in is like energies, negative energy, or the evil eye. When someone has a significant amount of negative energy towards you, I feel that that will affect you. Now, obviously, if you're an honorable man, and there's like, first of all, if you're an honorable man, you won't have reasons for people to be dishonored or for people to hate you, right? But when you're a dishonorable man and you have that negative energy, I don't know what it is. I've been there. Okay. I've taken a lot of things that people wanted and rubbed it in their face. Women, money, success, friends. I did a lot of bad things in my past. I'll just say that. And there was a lot of negative energy, and the negative energy ends up compiling and compiling and compiling, and it blows up in your face. It literally blows up in your face. It's extremely dangerous, and it's not ideal at all. This book totally, totally just law number 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. How honorable is that? Not at all. Not at all. Like, it's really not all. Law number 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Now, this can work or it can be kind of sly, because if you put yourself in a position, this can be smart or it can be sly. Again, there's a gray area with this book. That's why it's extremely dangerous, because if it was totally like, if it was totally bad and manipulative, people wouldn't read it. But this converts people. That's why the author, Robert Greene, is extremely intelligent. Like there's law number 20, do not commit to anyone, which makes people like not trust you, and you don't trust them, and you're basically in this endless loop of like, I don't trust you, you don't trust me, I want to manipulate you, you're going to try and out manipulate me, but I'm going to win the manipulation because I read the book, because I'm intelligent. It just ends in this like this circle jerk of manipulation, this circle jerk of annoyance, of bullshit. Play to people's fantasies, law number 32. You're just selling them a dream, basically. Like, this works. It works in sales. If you're trying to sell something, you don't want to just sell the product. If you see commercials of, like, let's say a vacuum commercial, you don't see the vacuum. It's like, they don't tell you, oh, the vacuum. Well, they tell you like really quickly, the vacuum has 3,000 milliamp of batteries and it has 7-hour battery life, whatever. But the focus is them showing like a happy woman with like a clean house, sparkling clean house. They show the result, the dream. They sell the dream. It works in sales. Infuriate your opponent. Despise the free lunch, because the free lunch usually involves a hidden obligation. I don't know about you, man, but if my friend invites me out to a free lunch, obviously I can pay for it. I can pay for a million lunches, whatever. But I'll take the free lunch. It's like a gift from him to me. And then we have people like Robert Greene saying despise the free lunch because they're probably gonna want something from you. Now, again, if you completely follow this sly bullshit, you will achieve some sort of power, and it's gonna be like a dickheady kind of power. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? Do you want to be the dickhead who's on top? Or the good man who's on top? I know I sound like such a saint and such a good-hearted Samaritan, whatever. Look, I'm not that. I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm not. I'm not a saint. I've done bad things, and like nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect right now. Obviously, we're all on a path of improvement. We're all on a path of growth. We're all on a path of salvation. But doing this sort of stuff, man, I've done all that, bro. I've read this book many times, and I've followed many of its principles, and they do work. But that's not for you, is it? I just want to raise awareness because this book, fuck, I see this book all the time. It works. I'm not shitting on the book. The book is great. The book is phenomenal, but it's dishonorable. It's dishonorable. It's like you being like, I don't know. It's like you trying to follow another religion which isn't yours. You're trying to be an honorable man. You're trying to take care of your brotherhood, your tribe. You're trying to have people look up to you. Do you want people to look up to you because you stepped on their fucking heads, or do you want people to look up to you because they put their hands for you and you stepped on their hands? They allowed you to walk on top, not you fucking bent their head down. Do you want to lead by fear or by example, respect and triumph and victory and intelligence and intellect and strength and power, not the dishonorable way? Because you have the option of the good, not, I'm not saying good as in, oh, good, evil, good is like nice guy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying honorable. I don't like the word good because good can be interpreted in many, many different ways. But I think honorable is very understandable. Do you want to be the honorable man at the top? Or do you want to be the dishonorable dickhead piece of shit that nobody really likes, but you're on top because, you're a fucking scumbag. And the second your little tower of human heads that you're standing on wobbles a little bit, you will have a horde of people trying to bring you down. Make sure the base of what you're standing on is strong. And the 48 laws of power will build you a base made out of glass. You can choose to build a base to climb on, made out of brick, stone, titanium, or you can choose to climb and you'll still reach the top. But instead, it will be a base made of straw, made of glass, made of plastic. Which not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.